time to unleash another in the series of Reilly's experimental wines. So when Reilly came to work for us full-time in 2016, after his walkabout in Georgia and other places, I put him in charge of making an experimental wine every year, which was just simply defined as something different than anything we'd ever done. So his first wine was the Last Call, the Merlot bottling, made from the Merlot flat vineyard that was right next to the Chardonnay vineyard. And it was called Last Call because it was the last pick from that vineyard before we pulled it out because it had red leaf. And as you may recall, in that block there was, I think, 10 or so vines of Muscat Canelli, which is a white grape. So Reilly had the idea to pick that Muscat with the Merlot and make about a 95 Merlot 5% Muscat blend that ended up being really wonderful and unique. And then it kind of led to the conversation of, well, in addition to experimental wines, now that we have a need and a chance to replant an acre and a half of Merlot, we should discuss whether we're going to put Merlot back there or something else, something new perhaps. And I decided to divide it into thirds and give Reilly 2 of the third acre or 2 half-acre plots, and he chose to plant Mencia, a grape from Spain, and also Mataró, allegedly a grape from Spain. Mataró also goes by the name of Monastrell and Mourvedre, so like a lot of stories from the old world, the origin myth is slightly confusing as to whether this is a Spanish grape or a French grape. I think each country claims it as their own and has their own name, so we decided to go with the Spanish version, as I think we feel a more of a kinship with the Spanish language in Napa than the French language. So at Mataró it is, and planted in 2018 to bench grafts, which gave it a little head start. And then the first crop in 2020, we made a rosé out of it, which was very successful. And then 2021, the first vintage that we made a red wine out of, which was bottled not that long ago, I think in April. And we decided to pull a bottle up for lunch at the winery with the team. And I believe we were having something fairly spicy, which is pretty regular. And the Mataró was so good as a foil for this spicy, I think, carnitas tacos that we were making from pigs that Matt's family had raised on the farm. And I just couldn't get over how refreshing this wine was. So a real success. So it's a little different than anything we've done previous. You know, we're known for making reds from the Bordeaux varietals, which have, you know, really great structure and tremendous ageability, and you know, I always recommend people give them a little time. But boy, this is a wine that's it can be drunk now, as we did at lunch, and improved it. So a little lighter in body than you know, a Merlot or a Cabernet, but fresh and full of. It's got some sweet fruit characteristics. Shows a little strawberry fruit, little rhubarb fruit. There's also a savory edge to it, which is sort of a trademark for Mataró or Mourvedre. And it was such a great foil for these spicy tacos that it really kind of grabbed all of our attention. We thought, hey, this wine is really ready to go. We should put an offer out before summer's over so this can be enjoyed in the warmer months as we continue to go into September with some spicy dishes. So again, small production, I think a little over 100 cases produced, and a really, really fun wine. So dig in and enjoy. Cheers, everybody.